Welcome to my extremely messy garage. Everything is everywhere at the moment, but we're making good progress, so I'm not too bothered by that. Even my hair is everywhere, or what's left of it anyway. You can see my ceramic coated MSA header there. That's Hugh's gaskets, soon to be in the post. I've been trying to do that for a month, but I haven't got around to the post office yet. Now, tonight I'm playing with my pogo stick. Just having taken this off the car, firstly, the spring is actually a bit loose. I can in fact move it around. So I'm wondering if that's really how it should be. Secondly, if I count the coils, or the active coils, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 active coils. And I think the factory service manual says something about 8. But then I'm looking at a US manual, so I don't know how that compares with the European model 260Z or 77 European 260Z. Finally, I find this quite fun actually. I can actually stand on it and go boing, 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 boing. So I'm wondering, should I even be able to do that? Are my springs too soft? I am going to put in an MSA order tonight for some Connie adjustables, but they're also doing a special deal on the IBAC springs to go with it. Might as well. Would be rude not to. I haven't really got to sort my hair out. I've just seen it again. There's not a lot left. Maybe I should start painting it. Got some of this. It's black at least. Maybe I should use it on my chest because that's going grey. Anyway, digress. Alrighty. So, welcome back to the messy garage. Now, just been having a bit of fun with a rotary brush, trying to clean this thing up. But what I just was thinking was, what happens if I push that damper all the way down? Can I pull it all the way up? Well, here's the thing. So these are Tokiko Blues. You can see that damper is sinking by itself. And it stops about there. And if I was to push it down, and I let go of it, it doesn't return. It's a bit shy. Let's try and help it. Is it going to come up by itself? No. Now, based on other dampers I've fitted to other cars, or shock absorbers, whatever you choose to call them, whether you're American or English or a stickler for it, whichever way, I've always found these things tend to return themselves back up, and they're quite hard to push down again. But this is absolutely, see about there, it sort of tried to push itself up, but this one is very stiff. And also, I can't believe that I can raise it up and it'll just drop itself down again. That doesn't look normal to me. Normally, the shocks I've seen tend to push themselves straight up and not just sink down by themselves. So I'm thinking my shocks are pretty foobarred, and maybe this was a blessing in disguise after all, and I do need the new Connie adjustables. I mean, they have to be adjustable because that's important. Because if you can't tinker, what's the point, right? Well, I'm going to take off the other side. Let's see what the other side shows us. You know, you can always depend on your friends to tell you the truth and to put you in your place. So my good friend Mr. Frankie, otherwise known as Jason, has told me that I look indeed like Super Mario Bros. In fact, I have improved on the look, and I now look like the Cyclops of Super Mario. Just want to point out, I took the other side off. Getting weak. And this is how a shock should behave. Oh, God. Okay, that's better. And look, it comes back. That's exciting. All right, I need to get out more often. Lockdown does funny things to a man. But there you go, that's the difference between one that works, oh goodness, and one that is completely worn out, which is this one. I can pull it up, and it just falls by itself. Wah, wah, wah. I can push it down without any sounds. But it won't come back up again. Come on. Nope. Call yourself a man. Well, I think this one's had it. So this has been a very useful exercise to prove that indeed my shocks are completely screwed. I'm looking forward to taking apart the back of the car, because that is definitely the soggy end. And it does travel a bit further than it should do. So I'm suspecting we got more of this. So, time to go to bed, unfortunately. But if I go to bed at this time, I do tend to wake up at 5 a.m. So, looks like I'm going to be quite busy first thing in the morning before the kiddies wake up. More of that anon.